Hey, love bugs. What's good, party people? Yo, guess what? I'm Sophia LeGros. I'm the girl who talks about nothing. But seriously, on a real, real note, guess what? Can you guess what it is? It's September. Yes, it's September. Yo, we have pretty much spent half of our year in the house, okay? Have you learned anything from that? I mean, it's really supposed to be, I took quarantine as a time of reflection. I learned a lot during quarantine. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about places. And I damn sure learned a lot about things. Okay. Um, but it wasn't only quarantine that, put things in perspective for me. This whole year, 2020, has been a year of constant um, change and awakenings and things like that. And I think that this year is supposed to do that. It's supposed to force you to think and conquer demons and things that you have to go and pull deep from within yourself to address. Okay. So, I mean, we're surrounded by so much death and despair. And through that death and despair, lessons are to be learned from that death and despair. What I'm saying is um, the death of Chadwick Boseman has really, I mean, that hurts and it stings. And it hurts and it stings because he was just such a talented actor, gone way too soon, way before his time. And it's just so unfortunate. Um, Colon cancer has a really deep thing for me because my dad passed away of colon cancer as well. And that's a whole nother conversation in itself, and hopefully a podcast when I'm ready. But the whole colon cancer thing stings deep. Um, you just never know. But another thing that I thought about is that this man was diagnosed in 2016. We are in 2020. This beautiful soul was suffering with this ailment for 4 years, and not one person in his camp, not one person on his team leaked a photo, leaked a medical record, nothing. None of us, John Q. Public, knew a thing, okay? As he pretty much was battling, fighting for his life, this remarkable soul continued to produce, I mean, not produce, but he shot movies. Do you know what it's like to be on a movie set? That is not easy, okay? I mean, acting, modeling, people think, oh, it's easy work. No, it is not. You work like a dog, okay? You are beat, pissed, exhausted, all right? You're not just rambling off at the mouth like how I'm doing with y'all right now. No, you actually have to memorize something called lines. And as you get older, this thing called life, sometimes, you're not too swift. It takes a while for you to catch it. That photographic memory may or may not exist. So at 43, which is what Chadwick's age was, 43, and battling with this disease and chemo and medications, you know what? You got to give that man credit. And you have to give his beautiful wife credit for, caring for him and his friends, his family. He had a solid support system. He had a team, okay? He had a significant group of people who cared about his well-being, all right? That is the definition of friendship. That is the definition of family. That's the definition of pure love. Absolutely. Being able to keep secrets at that level. How many of you can say that? That's what we're going to talk about tonight, okay? Do we really know who the hell our friends are? Like, do we know? I mean, we all can say, yeah, I know who my people are. Do you really? Kylie Jenner. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Jenner Kardashian in this mix, okay? And you'll see my point behind it. Kylie was pregnant with little Stormy. She toted that baby for 9 months. We knew nothing. Not a picture was leaked. Towards the end, things were leaked. Not a picture was leaked. Nothing. Nothing was said. Nothing was confirmed. Everybody kept mum. And these are young kids, okay? These are young kids. These are Thundercats who you would think their lips would be loose and it would be all over the place. No, they kept it quiet. How many of you can say that? Do you have friends on that level that can keep those demons? Like, who does it? Like, do you have that? If you don't have that, maybe since we're now in fall, instead of purging our closets of things that we're going to give away to the Goodwill and the thrift stores. And by the way, from what I'm hearing, they're like really at capacity because I guess everybody decided during quarantine to start cleaning and purging closets. So the thrift stores are at capacity. Okay. From what I'm hearing in my neck of the woods up here in New York and New Jersey, they are filled to the rim. Okay. And stop giving those people junk. Give them stuff that's good. But now let's get back on track. Okay. The point is, why don't we take this opportunity to sit down and figure out who is of value and who is not? Who's bringing substance to us, okay? Because everybody's in your life for a season. Not everybody rides this whole train of life with you. Only a handful of people do. When I was a little kid, I was always a social butterfly. Yeah, it's just what it was. My father said to me one day when I had someone over, I said, yeah, he goes, who's this? I said, it's my friend. He said to me, I have no friends. Oh my God. Who tells a 6-year-old they don't have friends? But again, I'm Haitian. We're West Indian. We just don't, we just have a way of communicating, but it's love. He meant well, okay? The whole point is, he told me I had no friends. How do you tell a little kid she has no friends? So here I am bawling my eyes out. I go running to my mom. Poppy said I had no friends. And she goes, well, you don't. Talk about pouring salt on the wound. It did not take until I was in my late 20s to understand what he meant by you not having friends, okay? The true definition of friendship, we use that definition so loosely, but not really everyone deserves to have that title. And it's a title that has to be earned. It's a title that, yes, you can meet somebody and then all of a sudden you guys just click and you're friends. But then, then you have associates and then you have colleagues. All right. So I think now that we're in fall, we need to think about who do we really want in our circle? Who's giving us value? Who's not giving us value? Who is a succubus? Who is not a succubus? And I think once we're able to do that and we're able to sort through that inventory of those inventories of friendships, then maybe we can, I'm not saying we're not moving on to another level anyway, because the universe is going to force us to move on regardless. But I noticed that when we learn these lessons, the universe will work with us instead of against us by forcing our hands to do it. So I'm just going to leave you guys with this. If you don't have somebody who you can confide in at 2 a.m. and you have to worry about, damn, I fart in my sleep, I can't let this person stay in my house, maybe they're not worthy of the title as friend, okay? If you're going through a hardship and you have to think twice about what to tell a person, maybe they're not a friend, okay? If you have to censor your dialogue and you can't speak freely, maybe they're not a friend, okay? It's something that you really have to think about. Can I share with this person? Can I speak freely with this person? Do I have to, walk on eggshells around this person? That's a strain on a friendship. Do you really want that around? Sometimes people, again, we're in each other's lives for a season. Sometimes it's time to part ways. You know, they go left, they go right. You stay in your lane, I stay in mine. It doesn't mean that anything's wrong. It doesn't mean that, you know, oh, I hate you or anything like that. It's just sometimes you got to know when to call it. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. You know, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. Kylie, girl, you got yourself a camp. You are the real MVP. Chadwick's people, y'all are the MVPs, okay? If you, us, as John Q Public, if we don't have that, we got to do some reevaluating. And I think now is the best time to do it. We got 3 more months left in this year. Let's bring in 2021 on a clean note and a clean slate, okay? And that includes people, places, and things as well. All right, we're going to try this again. Click off.